So right behind me is Newcastle station. If you're arriving by train, this is where you'll arrive for the match with South Africa on Saturday. If you want to walk to the stadium, you can. It's about a 10-minute walk. But if not, jump on the taxis outside the main entrance.
Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you
And behind me we have the
go.
official fan zone here in Newcastle, and the good news is it's just 2 minutes from St James's Park. And come Saturday, we'll be absolutely rammed full of Scottish supporters.
The smell of you in every single dream I dream. I knew when we collided, you're the one I have decided who's one of my kind. Hey.
So behind me is St James's Park, the venue for Scotland's third game in the Rugby World Cup against South Africa. But before that, this week we sat down with Josh Strauss in the Scotland camp.
I've got a nice shot of you taken in the changing room after the Japan match, and Greg's handing on, I think it's a set of cufflinks actually, your first cap. First cap and a win in a World Cup. I mean, how did you feel about that?
It's mixed emotions really. Obviously ecstatic, very happy to get the opportunity to do it, and also a bit of relief because you never know what to expect any level that you go to, and I think it was good, especially against Japan, to get on, and the boys were playing really well. By the time that I got on, we were winning, so it was a good hit out, and it's good to get a taste of that level. So happiness, relief, everything in one. But I was very proud as well to get the cufflinks and get my cap number.
How have you found the physicality, first of all, of the World Cup matches that you've been in?
Everyone always says teams are much more up for the World Cup games, and I've certainly found that to be the case. The first two games have been very physical, very very fast-paced games as well. So it's done a number on the lungs a little bit, but it was very physical, especially I'd say the USA game. A lot of big men. And it is a step up completely in a level.
Has it surprised you that kind of, in a cup tournament you might think that teams would be a little cagier when they went in, and that perhaps the pace drops and the security goes up, but they have been played at a really fast pace. Has that surprised you, or is that partly playing into Scotland's hands?
I don't think it surprised me. I think, like in any cup competition, you have to win every game. And that's exactly what the teams are trying to do. And but I think as a team we've done really well. Both games we've played, the teams have come out in the first half and really come for us, and we showed a lot of character to absorb all the pressure, and then at the end of it, play to our strengths. We got some really dangerous attackers in the back line, and when we got the turnover balls, they'd make it happen. And so I think in a way it's worked out for us, but again, I think it does show a lot of character to do that, but there's still a lot to improve on watching those games, and we've been working really hard at doing that.
Explain what that does to team morale. You get the finishers in the position they have to be, and then they're clinical enough to finish that work off. What does that do to team morale, not just within the game, but within the whole week of preparation for the next game?
It's brilliant. Obviously, even from an individual point of view, and especially for a forward, because there's a lot of hard work that goes into any sort of try or penalty or score that you get. And I think when you're working around the corner and it's really tiring, and you're getting smashed every second phase when you carry the ball, just to see someone get over and use that bit of magic, it's a massive boost and a relief, and just like you say, it gives a team a boost because you see all that hard work paying off. And I think that also builds confidence, and that's great for the sessions in the week. You obviously we trust each other anyway, but it just gives you that confidence in each other, and if you work hard and you get the right structures in place, you got guys that will make it pay.
One of the buzzwords from this tournament is recovery. That's it's on the back of every story. You'll see recovery periods, shortage off, whatever. So recovery is a massive part of the game, in the modern game anyway. How do you, you'll do your weights, you'll do your pool recovery, you'll do your training. What do you do then? How do you unwind as an individual?
Personally, I relax a lot. Obviously, because I'm in the sport, I don't know what I would do in any other job, but I take my relaxing very seriously as well. But obviously, I do the things that we do as a team. The things that get put into place by the conditioning team. But I think one of the best things is just to relax, take your mind off things. When I'm at home, I spend a lot of time with my family. That I find that helps a lot. But when I'm here, I brought my PlayStation with me, so I spend a lot of time in my room with my PlayStation, and I also like to play guitar every now and then when I get the chance.
You know the proud heritage that South African rugby has, and you know the kind of mentality they bring to the game with a very, very powerful physical side. They'll obviously be hurting after the Japan game. They then got a win. What do you expect from them on Saturday?
I just expect them to play the normal game. I don't think they'll change anything because of one slip up in their view. They're one of the best teams in the world for a reason. They've got good structures in place. South Africa's a very proud rugby nation. There's a lot of rugby played in South Africa, and I don't think they'll change a thing. I think they'll come out with the same approach they were going to have, in their planning before the World Cup, and they'll just try and be clinical. I think against Japan, they were a bit surprised at what the Japanese were doing, and I think it took them, like I say, it blindsided them a little bit, but I don't think that'll change their approach. They'll be very physical, very straight, big runners coming around the corner, and they'll be looking for arm wrestle, so I think that's what we can expect.